OptiMax Human Performance presents OptiCareer, the optimal student career orientation application. This is the only tool that enables you to work with the results of our scientific and comprehensive assessments. It was built specifically to empower students and career advisors in applying the student's OptiMax assessment results. OptiCareer allows you to examine various combinations of interests and competencies to see which ones will lead to an optimal career choice. The tool allows you to explore and record various career paths. It's not a prescriptive tool. It doesn't force any specific choice on the student, but rather it relies on a combination of assessment results alongside the expertise of the advisor and the student's passions. To understand how the application works, let's go through the entire process together. Before using OptiCareer, the student must complete the online OptiMax character assessment. The results of the character diagnosis are then used to calculate the student's potential for success in each career path that they take. Once the assessment is complete, the student and career advisor can explore various options and select the student's optimal education program. Next, they will choose a potential career profession, industry, or sector which will provide the optimal environment for the student to practice their chosen profession. Furthermore, you can also determine the student's potential in management as well as C-suite leadership, which will empower the student to make optimal career choices as they progress through the various stages of their career. OptiCareer will calculate when the student is likely to go through various career transitions. This knowledge will allow them to plan their entire professional career in detail and will span a time frame of 30 to 50 years. The first page of the dashboard is a statistical summary of information about all the students that can be customized for the advisor's specific needs. Clicking Student List at the top menu bar will display a list of students who have completed their character diagnosis as well as students who have started working on their career orientation. In this demo, we will review the 3 students on the list. As you can see from the recorded career choices for Tim and Georgia, they have already finished their life career development plans. Thus, we will start with Nicole, where we will follow the process from beginning to end using all of the functions of the OptiCareer application. All students must complete their online OptiMax character assessment prior to engaging with their advisors in the OptiCareer application. Nicole has already completed her online character assessment. To start the process, we will select her name from the list. To record a new career path for Nicole, click on the plus button in the career path bar. In the confirmation pop-up window, click on the register button. There are 3 stages in building a career path for each student: education program, career profession, and industry sector. Selecting categories that align with their interests and competencies allows the student to work confidently towards their chosen career path as well as manage their professional career. Click the plus icon on the right-hand side of the education program bar to view more details. The list includes 93 assessed interests in order from strongest to weakest. The strategy is to select from among several of the strongest interests, those that will create an optimal field of study. The strength of any given selections will be calculated on an ongoing basis in the upper right corner of the window. Now let's clarify how to interpret the talents, passions, and competencies scores. They are all on a scale of 0 to 100 to show the usefulness of a specific parameter in building a professional career path. Hence, the higher the score, the better. However, interests are on a scale from negative 100 to positive 100, where negative values show the level of disinterest and positive values show the level of interest. By clicking the arrow on the right-hand side of the interest name, we can check its definition and examples of practical applications. In Nicole's case study, we will select 3 themes that we would like to combine from amongst the top interests to see their strength. In this example, we will select graphic design, photography, and drawing or painting from her interest list. The strength of these 3 parameters is 93 𝗯𝗲___________________, which is an extremely high result. Any score higher than 80 indicates strong potential. The higher the score, the higher the pleasure and comfort that the student will experience in performing this type of work. The next phase highlights the pivotal role of the advisor's knowledge and expertise. We will need to specify the name of the educational program that aligns with the unique combination of interests selected by the advisor. In this scenario, a graphic design program will leverage the combination of interests. Thus, we will enter graphic design in the educational program name field at the top of the pop-up window, and then click on the Register button to save this option. As we can see, the education program is recorded. Now we can move on to the next stage, which will be the student's potential future profession. Click on the plus icon on the right side of the Career Professions bar to view more details. Once again, a pop-up window will display the student's identified interests. Considering the advisor's recommendation for Nicole to pursue graphic design, the next step involves leveraging their expertise to guide her towards a specific profession within that field. Because Nicole was advised to study graphic design, we will select graphic design from the list, in addition to other interests that scored extremely high, such as cooking with a score of 100 and baking with a score of 81, as they complement each other very well. The combined score of these selected interests is an impressive 92.53. The final step is to input the name of a profession that aligns with this selection. This decision relies both on the student's and advisor's knowledge of existing and potential future professions. In this case, we will select the profession of food graphic designer, offering Nicole a specific and achievable goal. This selection serves as a valuable milestone for a future career, even if the chosen profession is very niche or not widely recognized. Enter food graphic designer in the career profession field at the top of the window and click the Register button. After determining the direction of studies and career profession, we will help Nicole choose a workplace where she will be happy, successful, and professionally fulfilled while maintaining balance in her life. We will add the industry sector function next by clicking on the plus icon on the right-hand side of the industry sector bar. Consistent with Nicole's previous choices, we will select cooking and baking from the interest list, which will highlight her inclination towards the food industry. This combination yields a robust score of 89.41. To finalize this selection, input food industry in the industry sector field at the top of the pop-up window and click on the Register button. With the inclusion of the final category, we have completed the career orientation process for Nicole. As we can see, Nicole has only one option in each category, so the choice is simple. To view the summary and analysis of her results, click on the radio button next to each category on the right-hand side and then click on the summary button. The subsequent phase of crafting Nicole's career development path involves assessing her potential in management. The system computes a management competency score derived from the primary competencies of management and organizing, secondary competencies of teaching and caring, and tertiary competencies of people handling and social science. However, the results of 39.79 indicate that Nicole's potential in management is not significant. It's crucial to note that managerial roles often demand time beyond regular working hours. If Nicole lacks a genuine passion for management, engaging in such work might lead to dissatisfaction. Click on the leadership button at the bottom right-hand side to view Nicole's C-suite leadership potential. The final step in shaping Nicole's career development path is evaluating her C-suite leadership potential. The system computes a leadership competency score derived from the primary competencies of leadership and business, secondary competencies of politics and law, and tertiary competencies of mathematics and human resources. However, with a result of 35.86, it is apparent that Nicole's potential for C-suite leadership is not significant. We will now explore the natural progression of career stages that Nicole is expected to undergo throughout her lifespan. These stages are attuned to the level of dynamism and the anticipated milestones in Nicole's professional journey. At 18 years old, Nicole is in the innovator stage, an optimal period for innovative work, especially beneficial for a graphic designer. She will remain at this level until she is 27. She is projected to spend the majority of her professional life from the age of 27 to 72 in the sole contributor bracket. Thriving in management roles requires not only management competencies, but also an appropriate level of dynamism, which is statism. Nicole is anticipated to attain this level after the age of 72, at which time she is most likely going to be retired. If Nicole chooses to operate at management or C-suite levels, she will be exposed to a high level of stress and is unlikely to be successful due to her lack of passion and competency in these areas. This graph illustrates the projected age for each professional stage of Nicole's career path. These results clearly demonstrate that Nicole will thrive in a sole contributor role for most of her professional career. This in no way negates her ability to have a successful and fulfilling career. It simply means that she should focus on a niche that will bring her the most meaning, satisfaction, and ultimately success. To preserve Nicole's career development path for future reference, simply click on the Save button. This will enable her to revisit and utilize the saved information to assert control over her educational and professional decisions throughout her life. To revisit Nicole's example, you must reset the demo, navigate to the main dashboard, and click on the rectangular icon in the upper right corner, and then select the Load Demo Data option. Having delved into Nicole's career potential, we will now focus on a problematic case in which the advisor plays a pivotal role in assisting a student in his career path. Tim is struggling with a dilemma on which career path to choose among his numerous interests. Our assistance is grounded in a mathematical analysis that allows for an objective comparison of his potentials. This approach seeks to identify the most robust amongst his interests, taking into account the entirety of his professional life. To facilitate this, we will access the pre-prepared calculations for the various career options we have considered for him. Tim faces the challenge of choosing amongst 4 potential educational paths, each theoretically promising. However, the decision-making process is stressful because it's difficult to determine which is the best fit. To alleviate his stress, we will employ an objective and scientific approach using the Optimax tools and methodologies. Tim has expressed a strong interest in pursuing a career in sports, driven by his passion for athletics and aspirations to become a professional athlete. Tim is also considering 3 other fields: law, business management, and computer science, with impressive scores that demonstrate promising careers. Based on Tim's assessment results, we can easily eliminate law because Tim's memory score is only 28 out of 100. Given that the minimum score to successfully navigate through legal studies and have a successful career is 40, this is not a viable option for him. Nonetheless, Tim's memory is sufficient for him to study the remaining 3 fields efficiently. Tim's primary interests lie in law, computers, and business management. Despite not pursuing a legal career directly, these interests will prove crucial in the context of sports management. Therefore, leveraging his vital interests and capabilities, the advisor can help Tim make an informed decision about the educational path that aligns best with his aspirations and strengths. Based on his initial interest in educational paths of athletics, law, business management, and computer science, Tim has 6 potential professional paths to explore. However, because of his low memory scores, he had to rule out law as a possibility, thus eliminating 3 career options of business lawyer, sports lawyer, and IT lawyer. Among the 3 remaining options, our data suggests that a career as a sports general manager stands out with the highest score. This choice not only aligns with Tim's educational background, but also promises the highest level of job satisfaction based on the available information. Once again, the advisor is able to objectively assist the student in making an informed and calculated decision about their future. When assessing the next stage of Tim's career path, looking at his industry sector options, we need to take into account that Tim has ruled out law as a potential career path. Thus, we will disregard option 2. In the preceding sections, we established that Tim's optimal choice is a career as a sports general manager. Consequently, the ideal industry sector for him aligns with professional sports clubs. The advisor should note that in the event that Tim considers a career change in the future, he has a great alternative in the IT sector based on his interest in software engineering, business automation, and IT systems. The advisor is now able to offer a viable Plan A and Plan B option for the student based on scientific methods versus pure emotions and external pressures. Next, we will evaluate Tim's potential in management and C-level leadership roles. Based on his management competency matrix, Tim exhibits a commendable score, thus providing that Tim's character has a solid foundation for managerial positions. To conclude our assessment, we'll delve into Tim's potential in C-level leadership roles. His excellent score is 74.71. It surpasses his commendable management score. This result solidifies Tim's professional target and suggests it's very likely he will achieve it. Further to this, we see that he has a score of 83.57 in the passion column, which indicates that Tim is not only capable, but would also greatly enjoy this role. Finally, we will look at Tim's career stages. He has already completed the innovator stage. As a 16-year-old, he is currently in the sole contributor stage, which will end around the age of 18 when the managerial stage begins. The best years of his professional career will start around the age of 32, where he is projected to achieve a director or executive level, and will progress to an even higher level of C-suite after the age of 48. When counseling on a career development path, the advisor can truly provide value to the student. By aligning Tim's career development preferences, the advisor can easily identify a path that allows him to fully immerse himself in professional sports until approximately the age of 30. With a comprehensive understanding of the sports industry, he will then be well equipped to make informed decisions, initially in a managerial capacity and subsequently as a general manager. This trajectory ideally positions him for these roles. Therefore, we can be confident that the established stages of professional career development are optimal for him. We will conclude with Georgia's case study, which demonstrates the importance of identifying the dynamism stage that the student is at in their life while counseling them in their career path. In this example, the advisor has examined 3 potential areas of study for Georgia. They are accounting, cooking, and music. Taking into account her current stage of dynamism, we can easily eliminate both cooking and music as viable options. Both of these professions require dynamism at an innovator or sole contributor level, and Georgia has already completed both of these stages. When analyzing Georgia's career profession options, we can quickly eliminate chef from consideration because its score is quite low. Opting for a career as a musician is not viable as Georgia's prime years in music have already passed, taking into account her dynamism. While teaching music is a possibility, it will become less attractive for Georgia in the long run since teachers typically operate at the manager-consultant level at most, a stage she has already surpassed. Considering these factors, it is evident that becoming an accountant is the most favorable and fitting profession for Georgia's future. Georgia's interests in cooking and baking serve as a valuable guide in determining a suitable industry sector for her, with the food production accounting sector showing up as a great option. Georgia is in a favorable position because she also has an attractive opportunity to delve into accounting in the entertainment industry. Based on these results, unless Georgia plans to become a music school principal with her high scores in management, the music school environment takes 3rd place. Georgia's management competency matrix shows the advisor that she has a high potential in this area as well as a passion for it. Based on this data, the advisor can clearly see that Georgia has a high potential for C-suite leadership. When counseling a student on their future career, understanding their current and projected stages of dynamism is very important. At the age of 17, Georgia is in the director executive stage. She has long completed the innovator and sole contributor stages that would have helped her become an inspired musician or innovative chef. Without understanding these very important factors, the advisor does not have the necessary tools to provide a holistic solution to their students. As you can see in this graph, Georgia will want to lead and manage organizations because she has all the necessary character traits to do so, and others will want her to do it as well. Her optimal career pinnacle will be as the Chief Accounting Officer position. Why not the COO or chairperson? Because her management and leadership potential scores should have been higher to achieve that level. However, managing the financial department in a large corporation will be optimal for Georgia. In this demo, we've outlined the methodology for bringing a comprehensive career plan tailored to the unique strengths and aspirations of 3 distinct students. Our objective is to highlight the seamless integration of Optimax assessment results and the OptiCareer application, empowering school advisors to guide students in a holistic and well-informed manner. With this sophisticated and scientific tool at their disposal, advisors significantly alleviate the daunting task of making critical career decisions, which becomes far less stressful for young individuals who may lack extensive life experience. It's all about equipping advisors and students with the confidence and clarity they need for a successful and fulfilling career journey.